Hi, I'm Sam Flying Kite, and this is the horror show. This week, I'm reviewing Zombieland. It came out in 2009. It's rated R. Obviously, it's zombies. And it's about an hour and a half. It was directed by Ruben Fleischer. Jesse Eisenberg's in it. Emma Stone's in it, Woody Harrelson's in it, Abigail Breslin's in it, and then Amber Heard and Bill Murray are cameos in it. Although I guess Amber Heard was kind of like whatever, and then obviously Bill Murray's huge. It's a 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb with about 667,000 people voting. So, I mean, obviously, majority of people probably think it's a pretty good movie. Its budget was $23 million. And the box office was 100 million, roughly. So that's really good too. Good enough for them to make a sequel 10 years later. But let me tell you what the movie's about. Nerdy college student Columbus, who's played by Jesse, has survived the plague that has turned mankind into flesh-devouring zombies because he's scared of just about everything. Gun-toting, Twinkie-loving Tallahassee, who's played by Woody, has no fears. Together, they are about to stare down the most horrifying challenge yet, each other's company. Emma Stone and Abigail Breslin co-star in this double-hitting, head-smashing comedy. It's basically Superbad meets Shaun of the Dead, which is what Brad Miska from Bloody Disgusting thought. And I'd have to agree with him. Although, to be fair, I haven't seen Superbad, but I am familiar with it. And I have seen Shaun of the Dead. So I could... This is basically the American version of Shaun of the Dead. Except Shaun of the Dead is more of a... kind of like a parody of sorts of, like, older traditional zombies. Zombieland is more so like a kind of new-ish take. But not really new, because there was that, Dawn of the Dead remake that had running zombies and like actual zombies, not infected people. But I really like this movie. This is a really good movie. I think if you haven't seen this movie, you should go and watch it. Although I'm not sure where you could go and watch it. I'm sure it's online somewhere to rent a couple of bucks, probably. But apart from that, I'm not really sure. I think the best thing about this movie is it's a silly movie, but it also has like serious moments. And not like super serious that's like, whoa, gonna like have a panic attack, but serious enough to make you like actually like feel something for them. For example, Tallahassee talks about a little bit of who he was before everything. And, you know, like, he's the way he is right now because he lost Buck, which was his, you know, dog, or that's what you think anyway in the very beginning when, you know, you see Columbus's point of view of what Tallahassee is saying, like he's envisioning a dog. But then later on in the movie, when Tallahassee talks about it again, you start understanding that he's not talking about his dog, he's talking about his son. Which makes it a lot more sadder that like, whoa, that's, you know, it's kind of tough. That's kind of hard. That's, it makes you, you know, feel really bad. Except he does something kind of funny right after it. So this makes it like, not, it's like, it's supposed to be a serious moment. I'm not trying to like laugh at it, but that's the point. The worst thing about this movie is that, well, I was saying how Bill Murray was in this movie. He's in it for like 5 minutes because I guess, all right, storyline wise, the four of them end up going to Los Angeles and they end up being in Bill Murray's mansion, and Bill Murray is still alive, but he dresses up as a zombie, and he discovers Tallahassee and Wichita, I think that was her name in it. And, you know, scares them, but, you know, obviously he's like, oh, yeah, just, you know, I dress up so, you know, I could go out and about. But then he goes and scares Columbus and Little Rock and let's just say Columbus has a very easy trigger, and he killed Bear Murray. So that was really sad. And that's probably the worst thing about the movie, honestly. Although if you're someone who like really likes serious movies and you hate comedy movies, then you'll probably just hate this movie in general, because this is more funny than serious. But I mean, when you watch a trailer for it, this you know what you're walking into. So and sure, if you love this movie, you probably think this movie is how to have a kick-ass time and laugh with your brains out with people and zombies too. But if you like think it sucks and you think it's like the worst thing ever, you're probably like lame, predictable, unfunny land. But I mean, like, that's kind of the point of the movie. It's a silly movie that is made to, you know, make you laugh. I guess it's like how Bela Lugosi really hated Abbott Costello Meets Frankenstein, which he played Dracula in that movie. It was the last time he played Dracula, and he, you know, he has like he thinks, you know, monster movies should be serious. And Abbott Costello Meets Frankenstein was the first, or one of the first, parody kind of movies where it's not like necessarily a parody, but it is taking those monsters and making light of them, which, you know, as a kid watching it, I loved it. But I can see how someone like Bela, who plays Dracula in the movie, would kind of hate it. So that's unfortunate, you know, for him and then for some people. But like, ultimately in life, you need things to distract you sometimes, because life can be a bit odd. And watching a movie like Zombieland is just one of those nice things that reminds you of, you know, good times, and just kind of takes you back a little bit and gives you a break from reality. But, you know, that's the point of most movies anyway, to give you an hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hours of away from the real world into a fake world that you can, you know, relax in, or fear in, or laugh in, or cry in, or sometimes die in. But yeah, I guess this is a pretty good way of going about reviews, I think. But anyway, I'm Sam Flying Kite. This is the horror show. I reviewed Zombieland. Oh, I guess this is the Columbia Pictures release. There's not a lot of special features, but there is a commentary with Woody Harrelson and Jesse Eisenberg, and then the director, the writer, and writers. And then there's some other like behind the scenes stuff and whatnot. So there's stuff in it, and there's some deleted scenes too. I'm sure this probably doesn't cost that much either, I'd imagine anyway. So, I mean, I think it's definitely worth buying. I mean, I bought it. I probably wouldn't mind buying like a steelbook of it if there was one. But yeah. I don't know if and when I would review the sequel, but I guess I could at some point. I just need to probably get it first. But I have seen the sequel, and that was pretty solid. But in a couple of years, they should be making a third one, because this came out in 2009. The second one came out in 19. Or 18, I forget. And the next one should come out in 28 or 29, unless they want to stop with the tradition. Because, I mean, the 4 of them are still alive, or I'm pretty sure they are. So, I don't see why not. But, anyway.
I'm wife.
I hope they would know that. I mean, who else would you be?
I'm wife.
There's a stranger. I don't know what she's talking about. But, anyway, I will see y'all next week. Goodbye.